Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe. To all the new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I don't know why I was struggling to make this video, but for some reason maybe it wasn't just coming together like how I wanted it to come together, because usually I just record and finished and then that's the video. So I don't tend to cut and do all that stuff. I just do uncut and it's just one long seamless video. At least that's what I like that style better. It's more genuine and everything is just, you got to think out like right then and there. Like you got to think of the words right there. And if you can't figure out the words, then that's what's going to be on the video, unfortunately. Actually, you know what? Those videos are just usually, I delete them. You'll never see them. But anyway, we're going to be talking about the Honda Odyssey. I mean, every business, their whole thing is to make money and is to make as much money as possible. And unfortunately, Honda has been, as of recent, at least to me, this is just my personal opinion about it. We can disagree. You can have your opinion on it, and it's allowed. Honda has recently been raising up their prices of their vehicles and getting rid of some trims. So it's making it a little bit more, um, not attainable comparing to, their bread and butter where they sell affordable, reliable vehicles. That's their bread and butter. That's where the bricks has been laid on the foundation. That's their foundation, the core foundation of the company. But now they just seem to be, just like every other company. But it is what it is, because at the end of the day, if you look at it in a perspective of a business, this is the right move for them. Doesn't mean like this is the right move. That this is not what we are going to be looking for. You know what I mean? Like us as the consumers, this is not something that we want, but it's just something we have to deal with, or we have to switch up the gears and go purchase something completely different. Now, if you're looking into the new Odyssey, the 2023 version, it doesn't seem to be any changes, at least from what I'm looking at right now. It seems very similar to the 2022. The only difference is they added a new model into it, and then they got rid of the less expensive LX model. So now you're gonna have to shell out about what, 3,000 or almost $4,000 to get just the basic EX version. I would have The way that I would have done it is I would have gotten rid of the LX and EX and then replace it with a sport model and give all those features that you would get on the EX and put it under the sport model and put it at least a attainable price, maybe like around 35, 30, 34, 35,000. I think it's reasonable, but it is what it is. They're all about that cheddar. But anyway, let's go ahead and do that video now. All right, so here we are. So with the 2023, Honda is going to be introducing their new maintenance plan that's going to be complimentary, I'm assuming, so it's free. It's going to be starting with the 2023. So if you buy any brand new 2023 vehicles, you're going to be able to take advantage of this maintenance service, which includes complimentary oil change and filter and tire rotations, and you get 2 years of that, or 24,000 miles. If it was me, I'll probably be done within like the first year and a half with my commute. I wish that they could have given you 3 years, 36,000 miles. So then, like, if you do lease the car for 3 years, all your warranty, or not your warranty, but all of your maintenance would be included in your lease. So by the time you turn it in, you paid no costs when it comes to, tire rotations or oil changes. Those are very minuscule costs, but they add up. About what, $56 or something like that for oil filter. But if you do it yourself, you can probably do it for about $40. But anyway, so this is the trim that they're axing. They're getting rid of the LX trim. So now you're going to be paying a premium of about what, almost $4,000 for the new 2023 model, as you can see here, because the base model now starts at 37,340, and that is for the EX model. So you're looking at $38,000. Oh my God. That is an increase of about $2,000 comparing to last year's EX model. Well, if we're not including their destination charge. So if we're just going apples to apples, 36, so it's about $1,100 increase, $1,100 increase from last year's model. But if you're buying, since you're getting the base model, you're paying about $4,000, almost $5,000 increase from last year's version, especially with the trim line being axed out. For me, like I said, I would have just gotten rid of these two trim levels and then put the sport right over here at about 34 or $35,000. I think that would have been a good medium. But it's not my business. They can do whatever the heck they like. Now, the increases here is about $700 to $900 going between these three trims right here, EXL, Touring, and Elite. I did the calculations. It's roughly $900 from the EXL. Let me see, 40,000. Yeah, about 900. And then 700 and 700 for these two. From going from the 2022 to the 2023, you're looking at about $700 in increase. And yeah, and it still has the same old nice 280 horsepower. Yeah. 10-speed automatic transmission, pedal shifters. Why would you need a pedal shifters on a family car? Who would need that? Full suite of Honda sensing and safety and driver assistant features, including adaptive cruise control with low speed follow, pedestrian emergency brake-in, Odyssey's exclusive magic slide, second row seats fold nearly flat, making them easier to remove, enhancing cargo carrying options. Also standard is a rear seat reminder system that can be integrated with available cabin watch, child viewing system. Odyssey was the first to introduce minivan innovations such as third row seats that fold into the floor. That's a really nice idea. The 2023 Honda Odyssey is made exclusively at Honda's Lincoln, Alabama auto plant, alongside Pilot, Passport, Ridgeline, and its V6 engine, also manufactured in Alabama with a 10-speed automatic transmission, manufactured exclusively at Honda's Tallapoosa, Georgia plant or Georgia facility, I'm assuming. But yeah, it's a huge disappointment, especially if you are in the market for a new minivan. I guess for me, what I would tell you is try to get yourself one of these versions of last year's model. So yeah, if you are interested in the 2023, I suggest, unless you really want that sport model, because the sport model is going to sit between let me see, scroll down, it's going to sit between the EXL and the Touring, which makes absolutely no sense at all. I think the sport should have been like the cheaper option and just be at like, you know, 34, 35,000. I think that would have been a sweet spot for it. But this is just one man's opinion that knows absolutely nothing about business. And Honda is in the game of maximizing profit, just like every single company. So they might face a little bit of a backlash from consumers, but they're not going to change what they're going to be doing. They're still going to be doing what they're doing. They're still not trying to stop dealers from ripping consumers off by setting these egregious prices for their vehicles. But, I do understand that every dealership is independent and it's a franchise dealerships and they can run it however way they see fit. But I still think that Honda should be holding some of these dealers accountable, either by limiting the supply of cars that vehicles or cars that dealers will get, or just making sure that they don't get those special edition vehicles that are really rare, like the limited edition 2021 Civic Type R, the yellow one, that should have been only available to dealers that are, ethical, at least the ones that treat their customers really, really well. Unfortunately, with dealers, they don't understand is like, yeah, you may make all the money right now, but when everything ends, guess what? I'm not going to do business with you. I am not going to be a repeating customer. You're only going to get this one time, and I'm never coming back again, and I'm taking my business somewhere else. And that has happened to me in the past before, where I feel like I didn't get a fair shake on the deal that I got, and it could be better, and therefore I never returned to that dealership. I've always just bought my cars from one dealership and done. That's it. Just one and done, and moving on. And that's just how it is. You just got to shop around for the best deals, and unfortunately, we're stuck between a rock and a hard place, especially if you're in the market of a vehicle for a vehicle. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think about the video, and let me know on your thoughts about Honda eliminating the ELX trim.